Did I see Cardi's BET performance? I did. I saw him wearing the Lil Wayne-esque like Bape era hoodie, looking fly, you know. I love the whole going back in time. I do, because that's my era. If y'all been following me for a while, like Lil Wayne is my GOAT. Him and Drake. And as we're going to talk about soon, A$AP Rocky's one of them. Unfortunately, though, I would say that he has fallen off since then. Like, I honestly haven't even tapped into A$AP since like testing. Like, that's when I kind of was like, I don't care anymore. When he started going like super, like LSD was kind of my last, what is it called? Hoorah. That was my last hoorah with A$AP Rocky. Because I like the super dark, like Space Ghost Perp type vibe. Like the almost funk type A$AP Rocky with the heavy 808s, like super slow, leaned out, chopped and screwed type shit. That was like 2012. I remember going, like, I have this vivid memory of like going to football practice, listening to A$AP Rocky, downloading that shit on datpiff.com. This is the days where you had to have an iPod. I had the 150 gigabyte iPod and you had the wired headphones. Shit was a vibe, bro. Those were the days. Same thing with like No Ceilings with Lil Wayne and all that. But regardless, again, don't really care about A$AP Rocky anymore. I think I even have clips with people on stream where we're like, this is like 2 years ago. And we're like, dude, Cardi has already passed A$AP Rocky. I understand A$AP Rocky's more of a celebrity because, you know, he's the baby daddy of Rihanna at this point. Rihanna got more money than him. Rihanna is more iconic than A$AP Rocky, unfortunately. I'm not hating on him. It's just facts. But there's a reason that he hasn't dropped his album. And how many times has he teased it? How many times have we heard news on Twitter? Like, I just ignore that shit. Like, I gotta like mute A$AP Rocky and Don't Be Dumb or whatever the project is called at this point on Twitter, because how many times they've been like, oh yeah, it's A$AP Rocky allegedly teases Don't Be Dumb dropping in 30 days. It's like, bro, he's like the mainstream Sofago at this point. Like, drop the shit or we don't care. But again, it's because nobody cares that he's not dropping it. Like, so probably the label came back, was like, yo, so A$AP, like, I don't know how to tell you this, but like, you're projected, because labels do projections before you even drop it, of like what they're gonna aim for sales wise. Like, you know, they finesse the streams, you know, all the playlisting and whatever. And they're like, yo, A$AP, like, you're about to sell like 50K, and then hangs up. He hangs up. He's like, I'm A$AP. What are you talking about? And so it's just not even worth doing that, because then your legacy is ruined. But anyway, the reason that we're talking about A$AP Rocky at this point is because I actually knew this y'all knew this too. This wasn't even like a secret. But if y'all recall, there was a whole little drama, let's say, that went down when A$AP Rocky leaked Sights, which was a collab with Playboi Carti. It was a whole music video. It kind of had like a similar vibe to what I Am Music had, but banger song, and A$AP leaked it himself on his own Instagram. And Cardi got mad. I think Fitz or somebody, like, y'all can go back to the clip, but like, people in Cardi's camp were saying that was not cool. I think Opium Baby too. I think this was around the same time they're beefing with Pierre as well. But yeah, essentially A$AP was headlining at Rolling Loud too, and like just trying to get some hype back by utilizing Cardi, because at that point Cardi hadn't even sold 300K yet, but everybody kind of knew like he was still running shit. At least if you were in the know. I don't know. Mainstream fans probably didn't realize it until I Am Music dropped, and then he almost sold 300K, or if y'all want to count it, he said he sold like 312. But regardless, so yeah, that's when I kind of knew, like a few years ago. That might have even been like 2022 that song was. It was between Whole Lotta Red and I Am Music. So yeah, I want to say 2022. And yeah, so that's kind of when the beef started. Actually, at least when it like surfaced. I believe that, let's just say, I think it started before that because Cardi just was like moving up and he was already bigger than ASAP. So he was like, I don't even really need to be associating with this guy anymore. He don't even drop music. He's not even a rapper. He's my label CEO and he's eating off me, yet he's not really doing anything. But that is what a label CEO does. And ASAP Rocky did give him a huge cosign early on in his career, although he was coming up. So who's to say he wouldn't have become who he was without ASAP? But it was Ian's relationship with ASAP that formulated his whole, start in the official music industry commercially. But anyway, why there's some like controversy is because a couple months ago, I want to say it was like Ken Carson, ASAP Rocky, and Playboi Carti all in the same studio. And so it came as a shock. Like, we all loved it. We were like, oh man, like it's the whole family. Like, we got the grandfather, we got father, we got the kids, Ken Carson, all in the studio. Like, they got to do a collab, like a little ASAP / Opium or YVL type tape or song at least. Like, it'd be cool to have all of them on the same thing, right? Let me pull up the picture just so y'all can see it for anyone who doesn't know in the back. They were in the studio. Ken Carson, Cardi. Watch them wipe the whole thing. There's Ken and Cardi right here. All right, so Cardi, ASAP, Ken, Cardi. Now ASAP and Ken, I don't believe are in the same picture, but as you can see, same outfit. They're all in the same studio. They're all wearing green. It's probably St. Patrick's Day or something. I don't know. They're eating Lucky Charms in the studio while pouring lean in it. I don't know. So anyway, that's cool. We thought, all right, so after the site situation, we thought they were beefing. We thought that they weren't cool, but now they're fine. We hadn't seen them since together. But now, Ian Connor puts the spotlight on what is actually going down. Let's hope that he didn't delete everything. He kind of hinted at it a couple days ago, I want to say. Damn, Ian Connor is real as fuck for like saying all this shit and not even deleting it. Because some people will like say it and then like go ghost and be like, oh, what are you talking about? I didn't say that. Like Elon was like, Trump's a PDF. And and then he just like dipped. He deleted everything, even though he literally owns Twitter. Okay, I don't know if y'all aware, but Rocky ain't doing nothing but dick sucking Cardi, and Cardi even doing anything with Perp was an indirect diss to Rocky in the first place. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Nobody likes each other over on this side. When I say Flacco ain't who y'all think he is, he's gay. So actually, there were, I want to say, rumors or allegations that ASAP was like messing around with dudes at his house just because he's like a sex addict. But hey, maybe him and Kanye have and Diddy, they got the little trifecta. I don't know. But anyway, he continues. He even brought Travis Scott in the situation. Ain't no beef squashed. He didn't want Perp to resurge when he the one who even brought him in the game, and someone else got the fruits of benefit for piping him back up. He don't even respect nor like Perp, but bruh sure enough is making his way back around. I don't know. Just because Cardi, what'd he do? Didn't Space Ghost Perp, he like used a sample and then linked up with Space Ghost Perp, or like he asked for permission for using the sample or the production or something. I don't know. Space Ghost Perp is burnt though. He's like, as much as like I respect everything he built, I don't think he's ever coming back. Him and Rocky were literally just in the studio in the March. He says fake love out of fear exists. So ASAP was probably trying to get back in the studio with Cardi to get back lit because he knows he needs some sort of hype to actually sell well with his project. I just hate fake shit. If I help build it, I can destroy it if I please. The thing is, Ian Connor and Cardi, I don't even think are cool behind the scenes like that. Obviously, because Ian Connor got hella allegations. I want to say it's 33, but Cardi probably just can't be around all that, even though he has his own set of allegations that are potentially just as bad. Regardless, though, I literally know all and everything Flacco knows. They need to grow up and stop all that fearful dick sucking. Ain't no majority rules over here. I do me. And then here's where he gets into Travis Scott. So this is kind of like why Travis and Rocky aren't cool, because at one point they were like, Travis used to roll with ASAP. So I don't know why they're not cool. I mean, they just looked alike, right? I don't know if they really sound too much alike. Like Travis has his own sound, but maybe back in the day Rocky thought he was biting him. But that's just how youngins are when they're coming up. They get inspired by the people above them. Regardless, though, Trav not hearing that because he too powered up now. Nast and Rocky called themselves bullying that man when he was still coming up, and he never forgot, as he shouldn't. And now we got the last laugh, career and money-wise. Yeah, he's way bigger than ASAP at this point. Again, ASAP is just known for being the baby father of Rihanna. But he plays it cordial, but he looks down on them. Jeez. Oh my God. Go Trav. Go Trav. If I was Travis, he probably thinks, he's probably so proud. He's like, fuck these guys. Like, they were bullying me at first, and now they're asking me for the feature. Yeah, right. Rocky is a sheep disguised as a shepherd. That dude is handsome and knows how to dress, so we give him unnecessary credit when you think about it is really not due. Who the fuck listened to bro past Live Love ASAP for real, past his eye for visuals that thereafter? That's what I was telling y'all at the beginning. Like LSD is one, when I was like, I know that's some of people's favorite projects, but I think that's just because that was his like biggest mainstream project. Maybe Testing did a little bit more, but like LSD, I remember my ex-girlfriend used to like LSD because it's like I don't know, in college and in high school, bitches be like so like they put the fucking weird art above their bed and they think they're all like hippie and like they're smoking weed and like, oh, I just, you know, I like feel it. And it's like, fuck off, bro. But anyway, didn't really like LSD like that. I was a Live Love ASAP kind of guy, just because like the harder beats, and he was actually rapping. Regardless, though, moving on. Bro is the equivalent to a bitch with a fat ass. Good style, but ugly face. Music. Okay, so as much as Ian Connor's going in on him about his bad music, let's say, saying he has an ugly face, ASAP did have some crazy music at the beginning. So, yeah, sure. Maybe he got an ugly face now because he got old. He's past 25 and in his prime. You know, the bitches after 25 or 30, you know, they start sagging a little bit. They got to get a facelift. So maybe that's all he needs. He just needs somebody to go in and executive produce his project so he don't sound old. Maybe that's why he needed Travis, but he already burnt that bridge. But let's not completely say that his whole catalog was bad. Like when people were coming at Lil Wayne after he dropped the Carter 6, like last week, everybody was saying like, oh, you know, he's making the same music he was. And honestly, like his music was just as bad before. I'm like, oh, hold up. Why is everybody coming at Lil Wayne's legacy now? And they were claiming he ruined music and blah, blah. It's like, dude, he's 42. What do y'all expect? Like, it's just a different era. He's still making music for the era that he grew up in. Like, give the old man a break, dog. Don't come at his legacy because Lil Wayne's the GOAT. So that's all I'm saying with ASAP. Like, I don't really like his music as much anymore, but let's not shit on his past music. Someone replies, every public figure lost a majority of their clout and the money is running low, resorts to clout chasing with actions like this one. The emojis he used are also a clear indication of projection standard playbook move. Are they talking about the emojis he used are a clear indication of projection? What? Anyway, Ian Connor replies, I'm not even gonna lie, but I'm as rich as I ever been. I'm just too scared to show certain shit. They don't even know where I live at. I'm disconnected. I'm just simply in place and position. Okay, so he starts going through blah, blah, blah. Someone says Rocky signed Cardi though. Ian Connor said Ian signed Cardi through Rocky. So that's, honestly, that's a little bit of a nail biter, because this almost indicates that Rocky is not as tapped in and cool per se as he thinks he is, or like as he's perceived, because people think, or they credit Rocky with signing Cardi. Cardi was ASAP, and now Cardi is where he is with selling like 300K with Iron Music. And so he's the top rapper, or one of them, however you want to justify that. But now Ian's saying like, well, it was actually me who discovered him, which is true. Ian Connor is probably the biggest catalyst in Cardi's career, because Ian Connor was like one of the cool streetwear people, and he had a lot of clout on Tumblr and Instagram and whatnot. And he helped him promote Broke Boy. He exacerbated his whole entire career, essentially. And so Rocky was just the cherry on top. But Ian Connor's basically saying like, well, I connected the dots, so Rocky ain't even like that. He's just collecting the check, which is, oh, he's trying to tear down the entire legacy. He said it before, he's trying to destroy it because he helped build it. Who else has ASAP signed? Like, what are ASAP Og artists? Is Cardi ASAP's only claim to fame? Because I remember he had Smokey Margella, but then I think he went to jail or something. But I don't think, okay, they got Thought Twat, who isn't really that successful. Shout out Key. But yeah, bro, they don't really got anybody other than Playboi Carti. So like, he gotta give, ASAP gotta give Ian Connor a check. And I think at one point, Ian did say that he gets 5% of everything with Carti. So he did get his check after all. Is there anything else? Who's calling him? ASAP Rocky's calling him. Is that just a random though? Does it say the timestamp here? Or like the date? Because that'd be funny if ASAP was calling him to like stop dissing him on Twitter. Although I feel like ASAP still is above Ian Connor at this point with all the allegations, and I don't know, just Ian Connor's brand, even in streetwear. Like, not many people really care. People are only going off nostalgia. That's the only type of clout and influence he has at this point. I mean, I'm not super into fashion or streetwear, never really was. So y'all tell me, but ASAP's still way above Ian Connor. Just as a celebrity. Ian Connor is not even really a celebrity. Why Rocky doing this after fighting a case? I don't even know if Rocky didn't do anything. It's Ian Connor who's the one that's sparking up a whole beef right now, or he's just talking. Like, I don't think he's actually, nothing's gonna come from this. He's just speaking his truth, because I think that he's outside of that totally. Like, I don't think he's really cool with any of them anymore. People grow apart. I don't know. Just when you grow up, like having a whole group of people as a collective, like just doesn't really pan out unless they're different ages and you're mentoring people, because that's just gay. Like, you know, like I don't really chill with my friends like that. You get a girl and then you chill with her mostly, and then you like meet up with your friends sometimes. That's just the way the world works. Ian matters more than ASAP in the underground. Yeah, I would agree. Although, I mean, we just talked about that because Ian was the reason that ASAP signed Cardi, or at least that's what Ian's saying. But it totally makes sense. I agree. And then now Ian Connor is co-signing more people like Southside Silhouette, Rowan Thrax. Who is the third one? He was cool with Hard Rock, although Victor ended up signing Hard Rock. There were other people, but at the same time, I feel like Southside Silhouette and Rolling Thrax, and there was a third one I want to say, they all already had like the underground kind of, they already got the fan base before Ian Connor. So I don't know if Ian Connor really helped their career. It was Lifeless Garments, I think was the third one. But it almost, like, I'm not dissing Ian Connor because I totally get his brand, his influence, his just impact thus far in the internet culture and streetwear and rap and everything like that. That's not what we're talking about here. But it almost hurts in a way to be like associated with Ian Connor because of the allegations he has, whether or not they're true. I'm just saying, like, it's just something you don't want to get involved with. Like, again, that's I believe that's why Cardi doesn't really talk to him all like that, because it's just not like, if you got a friend who's got 33 allegations like that in your crew, it's just you can't. That's some baggage, bro. That scares away the bitches, you know. That scares away the even like just fans in general. Bob trying to act like I don't, trying to make sure he doesn't end up as 34. Bro, how tall is Ian Connor? Like 5'6", 5'4"? He wouldn't stand a chance.